It's been a long time, a very, very long time we've been here. So we've been so busy with something, so that's why we've not been able to come here. But today I said I'm going to be here. I'm going to say hi to you guys. So look at my hair. I'm so happy about my hair. So if you need to know what I used to achieve this hair, then you let me know, okay? Let me know in the comment section. Let me, if you're having hair breakage, maybe your hair is always breaking. Maybe your hair is always breaking or something. So guys, sorry for the little break. So I said I was going to come here to say hello to you guys, like yeah. Anytime I say hello, Jason will say hello too. Hello, say hello. So we decided to come and say this is my boy. He's so happy. So we decided to come and say hello to you guys. How is everything? Yeah, Jason, stop it. So now let's talk about God. Like I always say, this channel is basically partly for God and so God being faithful, we are up today and we are happy. Glory to God. So let me give this channel a topic. I don't know. I'm supposed to give it a topic. So anybody that is joining will know the reason why you're joining. So we want to do a little talk about God and all that. Jason, remove your hand. Be careful. So we want to do a little talk about God. How are you this morning? Thank you for joining our live. Welcome. So I realized that most times when we wake up in the morning, the first thing most of us reach out for is our phone. I will not lie, I'm guilty of that. The first time I wake up, the first thing I'm reaching out for is my phone. At a point, it's becoming an habit, and I was like, no, I have to stop this. What am I going to do to stop this? What am I going to do? So I thought of, okay, the best thing to do. Hello, Coffee, welcome. The best thing to do is to 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 talk to myself, to be intentional about it. So how do I become intentional about it? What I do now is when I wake up, I tell myself, no, I'm not going to reach out for my phone. The first thing I'm going to do is to pray. No matter how short the prayer is, I'm going to literally pray. So that's what I do these days. When I wake up, the first thing I do, I just say, anyhow, just say, God, thank you for the gift of life. It is a very simple prayer, but it means a lot. Because the truth is, if you don't wake up that morning, you're not going to reach out for your phone. What if you sleep and you didn't wake up? Are you going to look after your phone? So I realized that this thing is becoming a big habit to me, and I need to stop it because it's a way of not appreciating God. You're appreciating your phone. You're saying that your phone is more important than God that gave you life. So the best thing you do is when you wake up, please try and say your prayer, no matter how short the prayer is, no matter how short. Just make sure you say a prayer. Hello, baby maker machine. Really? Yeah, thank you. Welcome from India. Oh, welcome. So the first thing you need to do when you wake up in the morning is to pray to God before you reach out for your phone. Please, if you have this kind of bad habits, please, you need to stop. Oh, so like I said, this channel is for, sorry, let me reply. Do you breastfeed? No, I don't. I don't know why you're asking, but I don't. No, I wouldn't. I will not. I will not come. Someone is saying twerk. I don't understand. Twerk for what? Do you even know the purpose of this life before you're coming to say twerk? Sorry, please. I can't do that. Thank you. Welcome, Christopher. Oh, you're my subscriber. Wow. Welcome. Thank you for joining my live today. Thank you. So, like I said before, I was trying to reply some text messages. It is always better when you wake up in the morning, you pray to God, no matter how little it is. Please pray to God. Tell God. Sorry, first comment, just my phone, save my words. Okay, just for fun. Good morning, Juliet. Good morning. Welcome. Juliet Ujendo, welcome. So the first thing you do, you have to pray, no matter how little the prayer is. Pray to God for God to give you direction, because the truth is, when you wake up and you don't pray for direction, that day might just be somehow. There are some things that happen that can be avoidable if only we put ourselves in a place of prayer. Example, you wake up in the morning, you're sending your child to school, and you did not even pray over this child. You do not even care to pray over your child and protect your child. For God to protect your child, you're just sending the child to school. You don't know what is happening in the school. I've heard so many stories of children that have gone to school and they couldn't come back. Why? Because some little accidents, some stuff that can be avoidable. In that case, if you have prayed for that child, trust me, nothing will happen to that your child if you have prayed for your child. So when you wake up in the morning, always pray. I keep emphasizing on that. After praying, then cover your child and your day in God's hand. It just come out from there. So cover your child and your day in God's hand. Cover your business in God's hand. And there is something else I noticed. You keep praying every day. There was a time I keep praying for a particular thing. Trust me. When I wake up in the morning, I will pray for this particular thing. When I want to sleep, I'll pray. I even had to fast over this particular stuff for God to help me. Do you know what happened? I prayed for 1 month. I fasted for 1 month, and I was as if the answer was not coming forth. I was frustrated. I was like, God, what is this? I'm praying. Why is this thing not happening? But I realized that sometimes prayer does not happen as fast as you want it to happen. Sometimes it doesn't happen like magic. Sometimes it takes time. God takes time to really answer your prayer. Sometimes he will still answer that your prayer, but it might not even be that moment you're praying for it, that moment you want it. So what are you going to do in this case? In this case, what I do is, before you pray ahead. Don't just allow that thing to happen first before you start praying. For example, you're healthy, right? What you need to do is to start praying for good health. Keep praying for good health. Keep praying for good health. Keep thanking God for good health. Because if you're waiting for when you will fall sick first before you start praying, it might take a longer time. So just pray ahead of all those things. Pray ahead of your health. Pray ahead of your business. Even while your business is doing very fine, keep praying for that business. Do not even allow the business to crumble or to crash or to start shaking before you start praying for it. Start praying for that thing earlier enough. So that's for my own experience. So that's what I experienced. So when I keep praying for that thing, I keep praying. But at the end of the day, did God answer my prayer? Yes, God did answer my prayer. But it was not at that point when I was praying. It was not at that point when I needed the answer. I got all my... Oh, thank you, thank you. It was not at that point I needed the answer that the prayer was answered. It was later on. So after I fasted for 1 month and all that. See, the truth is, God is omni. That's why they said the things of the spirit is supernatural. You don't understand. The way it happens to this person might not be the way it will happen to you. You might not understand the spiritual things. That's why when I see people, they want to judge the things of the spirit with their natural mind. I just keep being shocked. Like, how can you judge with your natural mind things of the spirit? How can you want to analyze spiritual things? You want to analyze God? How? God that created you, God that is a supernatural being, you want to analyze him. So please, when you wake up in the morning, always put yourself in prayer. Put your family members in prayer. Pray for everyone. Do not allow the trouble to come first before you start praying for it. Pray ahead of those troubles. That's what I feel like. I was led in my spirit to come and say this, okay? Pray ahead of the troubles, because I've experienced that. I've been in that shoe where things keep falling apart. When things, and I notice when me, in particular, I will use myself as an example. Sometimes when things are okay, when things are normal, I don't remember to pray. Like if I want to pray, I'll just wake up and say, oh God, thank you for this, thank you for that, thank you for that. I don't even take the prayer so serious. I don't even remember to pray deeply until things will start falling apart, and I will see myself praying about this thing so much, and my spirit will tell me, why are you not praying like this when everything is okay? Why are you not praying like this? So sometimes I don't know, I feel like sometimes God might just allow things to happen just to bring you closer to him. God allowed things to happen just to make you know him the more. When my baby was in the hospital, my baby, he's 3 years old. When he was 9 months, he was hospitalized. He had sickness, so he was hospitalized. I was praying for this child. I was literally praying for him. I couldn't pray. I called my pastor to start praying. The doctors, they were like, this child might not survive, because he was in coma for almost 2 months. They said after 2 weeks he might not survive. They were like, we should give them opportunity to remove this machine from his nose, that we are suffering the child, we shouldn't. I was like, no, there is God that answered prayer. If there is God, God is going to answer this prayer. I kept praying, and at a point when I will come, I will see him lifeless. I will be like, God, am I going to give up on this child? What am I going to do? It's looking like the prayer was not even working. I will go to the hospital every day. I will go and sleep at the hospital in ICU. I will see my baby lie. There was a time I came to the hospital, I saw tears in his eyes, like he was literally tearing. He doesn't talk, he doesn't eat, he doesn't do anything. He was just lying there in coma. But when I saw that tears, I was like, no. So I was praying this song by Dusin. I don't know if you're Nigerian, you will know. There's this song that Dusin was playing, that spirit, God speaking to spirit. And funny enough, my baby's name is Asha, and that song the man always call Asha when he's singing the song. So I keep playing this song. I'll go to the hospital. The nurses will be like, for this your child to survive is God, though. That is not looking good at all. That is not looking like he was going to survive. I said no. I will just play the song and put on his pillow. So fast forward to almost 2 months later, one day we just came and they said he has started breathing. I was like, wow, really? My son literally started breathing. He started doing those stuff he was not doing. They said they were going to take the coma out. I was like, that was the happiest day of my life. When he cried, I shouted. I was like, is this my son's voice? Like after 2 months of not hearing this boy cry, I heard his cry for the very first time. I was like, is this his song? And people are coming to tell me that there is no God. You're coming to tell me, is it me that you're coming to tell that God does not answer prayer when I'm a living witness that God answered? Because without prayer, the doctor said he was not going to survive. They say he had less than 30% chance of survivor. Do you know what that means? It means that if he survive, that we should just, at a point they were like, we should give them opportunity. So anybody that is coming to me to tell me there is no God, I don't know who you're talking to. I don't know who you're trying to convince that there is no God, when I know for sure that there is God, when I know for sure that I've been in that position where God has answered my prayer. So this boy, but what happened is after coma, when he was out of coma, he lost everything because he had seizure. It affected his brain. He had a bleed, like there was a bleeding in his brain. He was just like a vegetable. He couldn't even raise his hand. He couldn't even do anything. So when he came out of coma, we need to start therapy, start everything. But to tell you the truth, he's 3 years old now and he is strong. Though there are still little challenges, but he is strong. Those little challenges is to tell you what God did. At a point when he was in coma, they say his kidney failed. Yeah, his liver failed, his lungs was not working. So imagine somebody that your lung wasn't working. Imagine the extent of it. And the stuff that led him to coma was like a mistake from a doctor. He was supposed to go for a minor surgery. Jason, be careful. He was supposed to go for a minor surgery. The doctor made a mistake, and that was how he entered coma. And from there, that was when these problems start developing. So if you're passing through any challenges, I don't know what you're passing through, and somebody is telling you that God does not answer prayer, or you have been praying, that's why I gave this testimony, and it's not looking good. Please, the only thing that will make you give up is death. As long as you're still breathing, as long as you're still alive, keep praying. See, even in the Bible said be persistent. Yes, if you're praying and your prayer is looking like it's not being answered, be persistent. Keep praying, keep being persistent, keep talking to God about that particular thing. When it will happen will be when you don't even expect it, when you less expected it. There are some prayers that when you pray, immediately you see the answers, no doubt. But there are some prayers that you will pray and pray and pray before the answer will be given. And another thing is, sometimes if you don't get answer, just know that God does not want to answer that prayer. Yes, there are some prayers that God might not want to answer for your own good, because he said the wish he has for us is of good and not of evil. So for him not to answer the prayer is not for your own evil. You may be looking you may be looking at it that this is what you really want. Jason, be careful. So you, Jason, come out from there. So you may be looking at it like this is what you really want, this is the best thing for you, but God knows that that is not the best thing for you. That once you get that answer, or once you get the answer, or once he answered this prayer, it may lead to something more difficult. It may lead to something that might get your destruction, and he will not answer. Take for instance, I've heard the story of someone who was praying for a car. He really literally wants to own a car. He literally wants to drive a car. At a point, a week to him getting this car, after he got the car, just 1 week later, he was driving this car to somewhere, and immediately he got an accident and he died immediately. So imagine he didn't get this car, he could have still been alive. And when we are alive, we don't understand what God is doing for us. Like, we do not understand. So please, my people, just trust in God. Nobody should, no matter how much you have prayed and it's like God is not even, sometimes I will even tell myself, do God really know me? Because there will come a time you will pray and you'll be like, do God really know me? Is God seeing that I'm praying? Do God really understand the fact that I'm praying? So my people, even if you've prayed to an extent, you're asking God, do you really know me? Like, are you not hearing my prayer? Why is good thing happening to these people, and for me nothing is happening to me? Be praying, keep praying. Instead, if it becomes too much, you can change your prayer point to something else. Yeah, maybe you're praying for a car and that prayer have not been answered. Maybe change it to something else. Tell God to bless your business. And another thing I noticed, there are some people, you don't have anything doing, you've not planned yourself, and you're praying. What are you praying for? You can only pray when there is something in your hand to do, and you say, God, bless the work of my hand. This is in the Bible said, bless the work of my hand. You can't just start praying and say, God, bless me, God, bring favor, God, bring my destiny helper. And who is your destiny helper? How is the person going to help you when you don't have? If it's makeup you're doing, it might be that, God, please connect me to the right people that will be paying a lot of money for this makeup. If it's hair you're selling or you're making hair, God, please connect me to people that will come and patronize me. There must be something. If it's clothing, there must be something you're doing that you're using as a prayer point, and you're saying, God, please bless me so that this thing will work out well for me. So you don't just pray and say, please let there be something you're doing before you start praying. Thank you, guys. I hope this message reached out well to every one of us that have listened to me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what your prayer point is. I don't know that thing you've been asking God for. And another thing, if you're here and maybe you're in Nigeria, I don't know if how many Nigerians are listening to me, you need something doing, your business is not going where you don't have any job. Yes, I have something. You can go into real estate. Real estate is not for only those that are rich. Real estate, anybody can do real estate, no matter how little you are, no matter who you are. Even if you don't go to school, you can go look for a good real estate company, register with them, start selling land. When you sell, they are going to pay you a percentage. So that is the best way for you to go if you don't have anything you're doing, right? So thank you, guys, for listening to this preaching. Thank you for joining my life. God bless you all. So if you are here and you need somebody to pray with you, I'm all available. My channel is all open for you. If you need somebody you can call, please, I need this, I want you to pray with me and all that, my channel is open. You can send me a message. Maybe after this live, you can send me a message and I will be available, trust me. Or you need somebody you want to be talking to, you are experiencing a lot, I'm always available to help you, right? So God bless you all. As for my hair, I was talking about my hair. I said after this preaching, I was going to talk about this my hair. In order of my channel, yes, I say hair. I'm a hair vendor, so I also talk about how to make your hair grow. I don't know if you're having problem with your hair is not growing very well. I don't know. These are for our Africans, right? So you have issues with your front hair. Sorry, Jesus, Jason, what did you press on your foot on your this thing? It's spoiled too. So you have issues with your front hair, or you have issues with your hair not growing, and you're looking for a solution to it. Now let me tell you what I use for my hair. The best thing you can use to grow your hair is, no, it's not, no, you don't do that. You've spoiled it. Your tablet is spoiled. Your tablet is spoiled. It's not my fault. So sorry for that. If you need something, you can use what they call avocado pear. Yes, avocado pear, egg, aloe vera, and what is this other thing? Okay, what you do first is and ban things are very, very healthy for your hair. You can see how healthy my hair is. I've not even washed it, and how grown. This hair is not even up to 2 years. I think it's about a year. It's just barely a year plus, and you can see it. So free free lesson on how to make your hair grow. So when you buy an avocado pear, instead of, it's just like steaming your hair, instead of using relaxer or anything, you buy that avocado. Relaxer is not even healthy for hair, do you know? That's why I started keeping my virgin hair, because I've heard so much about relaxing of hair. They said the chemical they use is not healthy for the, that's why sometimes they will say if you're a pregnant woman, do not use relaxer on your hair, because there's too much chemical on it which can enter into your bloodstream and is not okay. So that's why I said, oh, is that true? So right now I don't think I will ever want to retouch my hair, so I have to just cut my hair and start virgin hair. So what you do first, if you buy banana, you mix the banana in a avocado. Yes, you mix banana, avocado, and egg. Mix them together. Then you can add your aloe vera. Aloe vera is very, very good for your hair. So all you need to do is, when you want to wash your hair, you first of all apply gently in all your hair. Apply, make sure it's touching all parts of your hair. After applying it, then you cover with something, what do they call it, so that the air will not escape. Yeah, just like when you're doing steaming, so you have to cover it properly as if you're steaming the hair. So allow it to stay for about 30 minutes, then you wash it out. So after washing it out, just keep doing this. You see that number one, your hair color, in case you want, maybe there are some people that have brown hair color and you want to achieve a black hair, it helps. It will turn, your hair will become so dark as mine. Your hair texture is going to be softer. This is what all these things do. It will make your hair texture soft. It will also make your hair grow. So you have edge problem, your edges are not growing, this will help your edges to grow very, very well. So in the other of my channel, I do talk about this. I do give people free tutorial on how to grow their natural hair. So thank you guys for joining. I hope this message helps you. I don't know if it helps you, so if it do helps you, please, thank you for joining. I will see you again next time. So I want to go into something else. I want to start a poo. Jason, this boy is stupid. I wish you can see this boy. Oh yeah, pick it. Why are you doing that? You want me to flog you, right?